craft. I'm in central Trinidad in the village of Felicity, home of one of the most beautiful Diwali celebrations you'll find. Last minute preparations are happening, lights are still going up, the deyas will soon be lit. Welcome to Diwali on Sancoche. Devising this Diwali show, and I was thinking of who do I know is a really good cook. My friend Ravina came to mind. She's actually the sister of a friend I went to high school with, and the entire family, 7 girl children, are all fabulous cooks. Ravina, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Tell me what we're going to cook today, because it sounds like a real feast.
Okay, we're going to have basmati rice, spicy mushrooms with potatoes. We're going to have paneer and peas.
Right.
We're going to have pakoras. We're going to have burfi.
Right, so shall we get started? Because that's a lot of cooking to do.
Sure.
Okay, what are we going to start with?
With the basmati rice, because that'll take us a little while.
Okay.
Time. Okay, so we first add a little oil.
A little oil. How much? Just about you? A tablespoon?
That's fine.
Right, okay. So do we want this to be quite hot then?
No. Just want it to be
like a medium heat?
Correct.
So the oil is hot. How much in terms of mustard seeds are we putting in? Or do you add?
No, I'll put a half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon, like about so?
That's fine.
Right, okay. Oh, popping.
Put in the rest of things for me.
What are we putting in? Right, okay, this is like 2 pimentos.
Okay, and like about 4 halves of chili peppers.
4 halves of chili pepper.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to open them up with my fingers. Right.
Okay, so now we add 1.5 cups of rice.
1.5 cups of basmati rice, which we've washed.
Correct.
Right. So 1.5 cups of basmati rice, which means 3 cups of water.
Correct.
Yeah?
3 cups of water.
Okay, so when you're making basmati rice, always important to have twice as much water as rice and make it exact.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so now we crush about 3 veggie cubes.
Right. And this is coming in here?
Correct.
So 3 vegetable stock cubes, all sort of minced up, right?
A little bit of salt now.
Just a pinch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Tad more.
Bit more? 2
Think
pinches.
that's fine? Okay, and now we're going to put on low heat
Alright.
and let it cook for 20 minutes. Cover tightly with tin foil.
Right, okay.
You want to make sure it's sealed properly so you won't get the steam out.
Right, okay.
Okay?
And now it's really the steam, it's kind of steaming the rice,
That's correct.
right?
So we're going to leave it for 20 minutes exactly on a low heat.
Right.
Then we're going to take off the heat
Right.
and leave it for a further 10 minutes.
Right,
And then
okay.
it's all finished.
Okay, so what's next?
Then we're going to make the tomato choker, which is going to go into the spicy mushrooms with potatoes.
What do you need there? Some more oil?
We need some oil in here.
Right, okay. There you are. Like that?
Correct.
Right, okay. What
And
next?
we have to get it hot.
Now, for the choker, what do you want now?
I'm going to crush your tomatoes.
All right,
You
okay.
can use whole tomatoes and cut them up.
Okay.
Kind of crush the tomatoes.
All right, do you want some onions or...
Some onions and garlic that have
Okay.
already been chopped.
All right, you want to do that? Let me put some onions and garlic in here for us.
Yeah, sure. You can add them
Okay.
in there.
Alrighty. You tell me how much. You?
That's too much. Like
Okay.
that. That's the amount. A little more.
A little more? Okay.
Good. I'm throwing the same amount of, half of that of garlic.
Okay.
So you let them fry nicely.
Half of that in garlic, right? Right. And turn down the heat a bit.
Okay, good. You're fine, and now we can add some of the tomatoes.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay.
You add a little bit of salt.
Okay. Okay.
Cook it a little while.
And
You
let
can
it
add a
cook.
little sugar to it too.
What
Just to
would
take
the
out the
sugar do?
acidity
Right, okay.
of it.
All right. If you wanted to, you could add some sugar. Okay. Go ahead. Like about...
1 teaspoon.
Okay.
And that's it. So let it cook a little while there first, alright?
Okay.
When it dries down a little bit. This tomato choker seems fine enough. We
All
put this
right.
on.
Okay, so let me turn this off. Okay, now what are we going to do? Let's get the right one off.
Okay, good. So now we're going to put on the mushrooms and potato. So we're going to add a little ghee to the pot.
All right. What is ghee exactly?
Well, it's clarified butter.
Right, okay. All right,
So let it melt. And to this we're going to add
All right.
all the spices. Here we have nutmeg powder, cinnamon powder, cardamom powder, this elaichi. We have saffron, jeera, allspice, garlic crushed, sharubani, ginger crushed.
I thought you said we were going to say bandania.
Yes. Okay, so we say bandania.
Okay, bandania.
Okay, so the pot is hot.
All
We're going
right.
to add all of this into it.
Right, okay. Wow.
So you're getting that aroma.
Mm.
Right, so stir it
Let
up.
me
in
grab
here.
that for you. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
You know,
first the water, Mariel.
The water, okay.
So Mariel, just add a little water to it now.
Okay.
The sides.
Just to this,
Right. Add a little bit more
a little more.
to the other
Okay.
side.
Yeah.
Very good. So that we get to cook the spices. So now we add the mushrooms.
Okay. How many mushrooms do you think we have here? How much? This looks like 2 cups of chopped up mushrooms. Not finely chopped, just quartered. Right. And what? You're just coating all the mushrooms now?
The spices.
Okay.
Okay. So to this now,
Okay.
we're going to add the tomato choker.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so put that in.
So all of it.
All of it.
All right. Put that in the sink.
Okay, so here we go. We let this cook a little while.
So we're sauteing this for about
2 minutes.
yeah. Okay, until the mushrooms are sort of cooked.
Yeah. Okay, those look like about that they're ready now.
All right. So what do you want?
Fine. So we're going to add the potato.
Okay. Tell me about these potatoes because they look like they've already been cooked.
Yeah, we cube the potatoes and boil them.
Right.
So now they are.
So that they were fully
yes,
cooked.
That's correct.
All right.
So
okay.
we're just adding it now.
All right.
To it, you turn it up.
You want me to turn the heat up?
Yeah, please do.
Sure.
Then we can add salt.
All right. Like a pinch or 2 pinches?
No, we haven't
or?
added any salt as yet, so we need more than a pinch.
Okay.
All right.
There. There.
Okay.
Like that?
Yeah,
Bit
we'll taste it just now.
Okay.
So.
Oops, I'm sprinkling salt everywhere. Let me give you just a little bit more.
Okay, good.
Right. And again, we're just making sure that the potato is completely coated in our curry mixture, right? What do we need to add now, Ravina?
Now we're going to add the cream.
Okay, all right. So how much?
It's about a tin of cream.
It's a tin of, right, and I'm just
put it in.
popping that in there. Okay, right.
Yeah, that's fine. And to this, we're now going to add, when we stir, some garam masala on the top.
This is
and
garam masala here.
That's correct.
Do you, apparently you're supposed to only add the garam masala at the end, is that
That's
right?
correct, because you get the flavor in. If you put it in, it will cook out. Okay?
So like,
that's
like
fine.
a quarter of a teaspoon.
Correct.
So
So
then
sprinkle that
sprinkling
on top. So we'll turn it in.
Right.
Okay, and this we just add taste for salt now. And that's it.
Okay, and what about our basmati rice?
Okay, we can check it, it's finished.
All right. So we had cooked it on, let it cook for 20 minutes, then turned off the heat and let it rest for 10 minutes.
Correct. And now it should be about ready.
And now it should be hopefully perfect. Careful when you're taking off the foil because of the steam.
Good. It looks lovely.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so just get a
Smells
fork.
gorgeous. Okay.
Let's turn them up a little bit there.
So I'm basically just
Right.
picking it,
Correct, just like
just
that.
to loosen the rice grains.
Okay, and it's all finished.
And let me put that out into a bowl. Alrighty. So with basmati rice, you really want the grains to be very definable.
Correct. So leave it out and then, as it cools, the grains will separate.
Right, okay.
Okay.
You don't want to leave it in the pot because it will just turn to mush if you do that. Okay, you want to have a taste of that?
Yeah.
Right, let me turn off the... Right.
Okay, let's see here now. Just a little bit more salt. Just
A little more
bit.
salt?
Yeah.
Okay, just a little.
Bit.
Right.
Okay, and it's finished.
All right, so what is the next thing we're going to be doing
I'm going to
then?
make some burfi now.
Okay, so
We need
that's
2 ounces of water.
Okay, 2 ounces of water. I think that's
You
what
put it
this
in.
is.
This is on. We have on the fire. Okay.
Okay, now what?
Now we add 2 ounces of butter
2 ounces of butter.
and 3 ounces of sugar.
All right, 2 ounces of butter. 3 ounces of sugar. Right.
Right, I mean, just put the rest in. Ma'am.
All the sugar.
Okay, all right, okay. And then we let it come to a boil. Okay, wait until that comes to a bubbly.
And are we, what is it? We're just trying to dissolve the sugar.
We're trying to make a
melt.
syrup, a sort of a
Okay.
syrup, because that's the way the burfi is going to bind.
What is burfi exactly?
Well, it's just a sweet, like a dessert.
Right,
So it's
okay.
burfi, like a fudge.
Right, like a fudge, right.
Like a
That's a
fudge.
nice description. What
Okay,
kind
so
of?
now we can add the crushed nuts.
The crushed nuts. Okay, so we actually have to crush the nuts.
Correct. So,
Okay.
okay, so then
How
we have
much
to-
in terms of nuts do we have to do?
about a cup.
All right. Let me turn down the heat on here for you. Okay, and I'm just
Crushing it.
basically.
Okay. Yeah,
Bit
just
more?
a little bit more. Add a cup of nuts, chopped nuts.
All right, so these nuts are
That's like about more than 1 cup. So
fairly loosely chopped. Okay, right. Now, I've noticed that the nuts are quite chunky.
well, we can have it crushed a little more than this, huh?
Right, okay.
So you can make it as a powder if you want, but I mean, it's nicer to taste the chunks.
Yeah,
in
it's
your
nicer
mouth.
to have that kind of nuttiness about
yeah.
it. Okay,
Okay, so now we're going to add powdered milk
All right.
and cream.
powdered milk. Now, how much powdered milk do you think
We've got
this is?
2 cups of powdered milk.
2 cups of powdered milk, okay. All right, get the cream for you.
Add the cream.
This is another half tin of cream, is it? Do you want me to hold a...
Correct.
Do you want a towel? Let me grab that for you. Sliding about a bit here.
Okay, so now we get it to hold together like this.
Right. Wow, it's really coming together.
Okay, let's see. Now we have a greased board ready to put it on.
Right.
Then we will.
Okay,
roll
let me
it
give
out.
this to you to hold on to. And let me just make some room for our greased board. What have we greased it with? It's just some butter.
Yeah, some butter.
I get the rolling pin.
Okay, so we're ready here. Okay, so we take it off.
Okay, great.
Okay, put it onto here.
Let me... Oh, it all came out, right.
Good. So we have this.
Okay.
Push it nicely together like this. Make sure it's all nice and firm.
This is just a piece of wax paper that you're putting on the top?
Yeah.
And what are you doing? You're just patting it?
Together.
Right.
So that it will hold the shape and we cut it out.
Right, okay.
Okay?
So we're making a kind of a square here.
Yes, a rectangular.
A rectangle, sorry.
A rectangle.
Get your geometry right, Mariel.
Okay, so now we have it there.
Right.
You see? So if we get a spatula.
Something like this?
That's fine.
Okay.
Let me just make it into a shape here.
Okay. And you roll it out till it's about 3/4 of an inch thick,
Correct.
right? Okay. It's looking like burfi.
So we let it set for a little 5 minutes
Okay.
and then we'll cut them.
All right.
There we go.
So stay with us because when we come back, we'll be doing lots more delicious curry. What are we going to do now, Ravina?
We're going to make paneer and peas
Right.
with coconut and coriander.
Okay.
So we're going to add a little ghee to our hot pot here.
Some ghee, okay. About how much? A teaspoon? Again, the black mustard seeds.
Some
Okay.
mustard seeds.
It's about to start popping, right?
Ginger,
How much ginger?
about a half teaspoon.
A half
No
teaspoon
ginger.
of minced ginger.
Some garlic, about a teaspoon of garlic.
Okay, a teaspoon of garlic. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. And we're just going to saute this.
correct.
What else do you need now?
Okay. To this we're going to add 2 tablespoons of the korma, coconut and coriander curry paste.
Okay, so this is
Okay.
pataks,
It is
which I love. I think they make really wonderful.
Yes.
2, like one like that,
2 of those.
and 2 like, okay.
Okay, so you fry this. And then to this you're going to add some small baby peas.
Now, is there anything I can do for you right now, or?
We can add a little of the tomato sauce.
Okay, so this is basically
A little bit of crushed tomatoes.
a little bit of crushed tomatoes. Say when.
Okay, when?
When? Okay. Alright, okay, there, right.
Okay, good. So then we just let it cook for a little few minutes. Just add a little salt.
A little salt. Right?
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna add. Remember, we've already fried the tofu.
Tofu, right.
So we're gonna add the tofu to it. Okay, you can add the tofu.
All right. And Ravina seasoned the tofu with sort of garlic and bandania, and what else did you
Correct.
add?
Correct. Salt.
Salt. Sort of stirred it all up and then deep fried it.
Okay, so now we're gonna add some fresh bandania on the top.
All right.
A little jeera powder.
Okay. This is sort of pureed. That
1
much?
teaspoon.
1 teaspoon. Okay.
Okay.
A little jeera. Is that this one here?
Yeah.
Right.
A little jeera powder. Okay, that's fine.
1/4 teaspoon.
That's fine.
Right. Okay.
And a little bit of the fresh garlic. To
A
the
little
top
bit
now.
of fresh garlic, okay. There?
That's good.
Okay. All right. Do you want a bowl to put that in, Ravina?
Okay, yes. You can
Right, let's
set it aside now for the rest of the food.
These are really beautiful, I have to say.
Okay, let's
You want me to help you here?
please.
Let me get this. If I hold it like that.
Okay, good. You see, as we had the tofu fried, nice. It's not mashing up.
That looks great. Let me pop this in the sink.
Okay, so for the pakoras, we're going to use, we're going to make a batter first.
Okay.
And then when we finish with the batter, we can actually use any vegetable that you
Okay.
have. You can actually steam potatoes in slices and then dip them in the batter. And
All right,
or you
so
can-
is it like a tempura? You know, in Japanese have sort of vegetables deep fried in batter.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so this is
so they
kind
call
of
it
a tempura.
pakoras, they call it bhajias, they call it anything like,
Right.
you know, a
Okay.
fry.
Okay.
Okay, it's a fry. So therefore, okay, so what we're going to use is make this the powder now, the batter.
Right.
So
All
we're
right.
gonna
So
add
we
some
need split peas powder.
powder.
Right. Tell me how much.
Okay, good.
Good. Right.
We're going to add some salt, some jeera powder.
A good pinch of salt. There.
Good.
A bit more. Yeah.
Some jeera powder.
Jeera powder. Like a teaspoon or a half teaspoon?
Half teaspoon.
Half teaspoon.
Yeah,
Right.
some saffron powder.
Saffron powder. Again, half teaspoon.
Half teaspoon.
Right.
Some grated garlic.
Okay. This is fresh garlic. Or raw garlic, rather, shall we say. There.
Correct.
Right.
Some bandhania. Like another teaspoon.
Another teaspoon. Right.
Good. So now we're going to add some baking powder.
Okay, how much do you need of
About a
that?
teaspoon.
Okay, so this is less than a teaspoon, so I'm going to add about 2 of these.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Right, Tuesday. Now we're just going to stir it up
Stir it up. Right.
and add your water now. So we're going to make a batter to it.
Okay, tell me, you add the water and I'll stir away here.
Okay, that looks good. Okay,
Let me just
stir them
get
up a little bit.
all the powder in
Right,
there.
correct.
Right, okay.
Okay, and to this now we're just going to add, we already put a little salt in the broccoli and the cauliflower.
Okay,
so
so
we're just going to
basically-
dip it into the batter now.
We have very small florets of broccoli and cauliflower that we've cooked, but they're still quite firm. You don't want your vegetables to be mush, I suspect, when you're doing this,
Correct,
right?
correct. Good, nicely.
Cool.
Okay, so just dip and I'll fry into it. You just gotta get a nice golden brown color. Because we do have to cook the split peas powder a little bit. And of course you can dip this with some chutney, when you're eating it,
Right.
you can use chutney.
Right.
Different tamarind chutney, mango chutney, coconut, anyone. So you can have a few types of chutneys. That should be good.
Okay, let me get your paper for you. So we've got some blotting paper, paper towel or something like that.
So we have fried pakoras. You
Fried
see?
pakoras, we've got paneer, we've got our basmati rice,
Correct.
and we have
Mushroom.
spicy mushrooms.
Correct.
Ravina, thank you so much for coming and cooking with
You're
me.
welcome. You're more than welcome.
Stay with us because when we come back, we're heading down to Felicity to light some deyas.
Diwali is the beginning of a new year. It's a family tradition in our community here. It's from a young early age. We bring in the rice during Diwali time. We harvesting of the rice when all the grains come in. We have like crops coming in, like those who do farming with the cane field and things. All these crops coming in. So this marks the beginning of a new year, a new season for us, where we store the rice, where we have rice for the year coming in, and where the family would get together. It was the beginning of the family reunion, in that we will have new things, like start with clothes,
Yeah.
new ideas, new concept of life. This is where most of the development of the family comes in. So it's very special to us.
Right, okay. What is the lighting of the deyas about?
It signifies the mother goddess Lakshmi. It brings light, prosperity, wealth, happiness. It avoids sickness for the coming year in your house. And once the light remains in your mind, in your head, it signifies that the goddess is around. The amount of deyas you see around, it would remain in your psyche for a long period of time. It never wears out. So it prevents you from attempting to do anything that you want to do.
Right.
Illicit, illegal, or otherwise.
Right, okay. All in all, it's been a lovely Diwali experience. I hope you enjoyed yours, and I'll see you next time here on Sancoche.